Yes, top of the morning, man. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. It's up, y'all. Shout out to the Team Shanewz Boxing LLC, affiliates, associates, team members. But you see what we doing now? We're taking it a step further, man. We have the War Eagles Council. Let me make sure I'm sounding good. Let me make sure I'm sounding good. I'm at the desk, y'all. I'm at the desk this morning. But I want to make sure I'm sounding good. I know most likely I am. Um, I'm definitely going to get around to doing my first 2026 live stream professional settlement. I'm gonna get that out the way today. I'm definitely gonna get that out the way today because I have yet to do one of the professional recording lives, man. You know, being that I do have the whip and everything, so I'll move around a little bit today. Definitely gonna move around. Uh, I didn't turn the app or nothing on because I don't want to be distracted. Because one thing about this app, right? This app will distract you, and it'll have you. You know, I want to get this live stream out. That's the main focus right now. I'm waiting on the delivery. I'm waiting on a delivery this morning, and then maybe I'll do a couple deliveries of my own. But I said, while I'm at the desk, right? Let's talk about some trending topics. Five in the building. Hit the like button, man. Likes are free, man. Throw $1 in the Cash App as well. Pick your pleasure. See, the like is free. The Cash App is $1. Now, a lot of times you guys don't like to hit the like button, so that's why I started incorporating. So throw $1 in the Cash App. One is free. One costs you $1. If you're over here listening, don't have that crow mentality. See, when you don't hit the like button, and I'm gonna start throwing a lot of content creators under the bus because it's like I have a file of content creators that have attempted to copy my work, right? But they claim they don't watch me. But I could show them, I could show me doing something, accomplishing something, creating something, and them emulating it or attempting to emulate it, man. Whether it was doing media work or now management, marketing, all these things. They want to be consultants, they want to do all these things, right? I have that file. That is the crow file, man. 9 times out of 10, those individuals have crow tendencies, weirdo tendencies, jealous fan tendencies because they never want to acknowledge me or act like they don't fuck with my work or my content. But yeah, you try to emulate and copy it, man. Content creating, digital creating, to me, um, anybody could do it, but anybody can't do it, right? That is why certain people, regardless, they will never acknowledge you because secretly they are obsessed with you and they want to do what you do. And they thought that they could just get a computer They could just come online and do it. And when they find out that it's more to it than that, they turn into what they are, the jealous fans zone crows, man. But shout out to all the War Eagles, man, worldwide, man. We are a worldwide conglomerate now, man. The Shanewz Boxing LLC War Eagles, man. We don't mix with the crows, man. A lot of you content creators are crows, man, and that's why you're comfortable with your crow clicks. Shout out to John Hope Bryan. He said it best, man. When you're an eagle, you soar high, you fly high, man. Now I might be a day late with this, man. Right? I wanted to talk about this last night, but I was interrupted. Um, Kevin Durant, right? Did y'all see that game winner he hit against his old team, right? Did y'all see that? Remember the basketball sports period. This is a grimy. It's a business, but it's grimy. Whenever shit doesn't go to the standard, you know, the star player is always going to be one of the four guys. The star player. Now, Phoenix, Durant was in Phoenix and they traded him to Houston. He packed Houston up. Phoenix up the other night. I wanted to talk about this yesterday, but we got to cooking on different other topics. I didn't get around to it last night because you know how it goes. They sent the trolls over here. They disturbed the peace, and then I didn't get to that topic. But the other night, man, Kevin Durant. I seen Kevin Durant play so many times. Like I said, I used to be a Knicks season ticket holder. Then I was a Brooklyn Nets season ticket holder when he played for the Nets. Man, yo, when I tell you, um, I seen a lot of NBA players in my tenure of going to a lot of basketball games. Different players have different skill sets and dominance. Like Shaq, um, probably like the biggest live specimen that I seen was a Shaquille O'Neal. Like I'm not old enough to wasn't old enough to see Wilt Chamberlain play, but I heard stories of Wilt Chamberlain. Never watched him play for myself in the rare naked eye, but I did see Shaq. Um, Hands down, like size wise, quickness, mobility. I never seen nothing like that. Kevin Durant now, same thing, right? You talk about a guy who literally is almost 7 feet tall, if not, right? But his skill set, like, the dude can actually really handle the ball. There's a lot of big guys in the league now that are doing that, but I think Kevin Durant was the original prototype. And I remember when he went to Texas for 1 year. I used to work with this guy, Pluck. Yo, Pluck called it, right? He seen the vision before everybody. I remember this dude was saying when Kevin Durant was when Kevin Durant was at Texas, he was saying that he was like, yo, this dude is going to be one of the best players. I didn't see it. I know he was a problem in Texas. Remember, Kevin Durant used to put up crazy numbers in Texas, but I just didn't catch it, right? I didn't catch it, right? But when he came into the NBA, he was there. He was the scorer, but when you actually see him get down in person, you got to see him play in person, man. Like I said, a lot of dudes want to be analysts and experts on shit from television. You gotta, in order to really be a analyst, a expert, one of these dudes, you gotta really see these people to really critique them in person. That's why me personally, when it comes to this boxing shit, I front on niggas. 'Cause I'll be like, yo, a lot of you niggas are programmed boxing crash dummies. Y'all talk about fighters and different things. And y'all don't even like one thing about boxing, it's so easy to manufacture a fighter and manipulate and do all these things in the boxing world because the fans are dumb. Respectfully, the fans are dumb. The fans, they don't really know boxing. Like a guy could have 12 fights and 12 knockouts. I'm gonna use Amari Jones, Osmosis Jones, right? Because I remember um Osmosis was calling out Jihad, and I remember being in these groups, and then people were saying, "Oh, you're just biased because Jihad." I'm like, no, I'm who you said who I am now. How I've come out and been shown. But I'm like, you niggas don't know boxing. You're basing it off of a record, and then not only are you basing it off a record, you're basing it off of hype, right? This is what it is. It's like this dude, yeah, he's knocking guys out, but look at the quality of the guys he's knocking out. Look at the quality of the opponents he's been in the ring with. But that's all you got to do with boxing. If you and see now, certain content creators are trying to flip the narrative and act like they know. They don't know. Most of these guys that talk boxing don't even know what they're watching. Don't even know what they're watching. And I'm gonna use the Brian Norman Jr. Devin Haney situation. So many guys question Devin Haney's ability to face a Brian Norman Jr. because they watched Brian Norman Jr. knock out a Jin Sasaki, and he was just gonna run through Devin. That's when I knew the YouTube boxing community at large. It was so easy to manipulate them and control them because prior to I tried to walk people through this. I remember I did a live stream with CW, and I was telling him, I'm like, bro, you don't bite the apple. I was like, yo, don't bite the apple. You listen to too much YouTube boxing and you're biting the apple. And I say this respectfully. The bigger channels that have audiences, they are controlled, they push narratives. A lot of them don't know boxing. They're paid, they get paid, they're on the salary. Somebody controls their voices. But I was like, yo, you niggas is bugging. We watched the dude who can't punch. Yeah, look, there's content creators right now to this day running my plays because I said this was gonna happen before it happened. I was like, yo, y'all talking about him doing this. I'm like, yo, we watched Bo and Chica. Bo and Chica's not a hitter. He put him on his face. I remember telling CW, I was like, yo, bro, get off of the jungle juice with these YouTube niggas. They don't know shit about boxing. I was like, yo, I was like, Dev was gonna drop that nigga basically, and he did it. But yo, he dropped the nigga in the second round, which fucked me up. I didn't have him dropping him that early. I ain't gonna hold you. I felt he was gonna drop him from knowing boxing and studying and being a student of it. Because I was like, they always sleeping on Devin's power and all that, but timing is power. You hit a person at the precise yo, how he caught him and sat him down, it was over. But I knew that was gonna happen. I seen the man get dropped by Bone Chica. Who's this? Hello. Hey. Yes. Yes. How you doing? Okay. Yeah. You outside? Okay. I'm coming to the door. All right. All right, give me a second. My first delivery is here. Yeah, my delivery is here. Perfect timing, yeah.
Hurry up! That's not our business. Let's go. And the store's our business. Move, move. Hold your jacket, please. Messiah, let's go. I don't give a fuck. I want to leave. Let's go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Why are you staring? He's in the. Okay. So move faster. No. 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 This way. Let's go.
All right, I'm back, man. I'm back. Yo, you heard my dogs going crazy? Heard my dogs going crazy, right? They're good. Yeah, they're good hounds, man. If they don't know you, if they don't know you, they be on you. All right, so that yeah, I got my delivery out the way, man. The delivery was out the way, so we are Gucci. We are Gucci, man. We are Gucci, yeah. That was the delivery. Not bad, right? All right, so let me get back on code, right? I was talking about KD's skill set and how I missed it, right? And about the whole Brian Norman getting dropped and all of that, and how easy it is to program boxing fans, and it's basically like it's an illusion because you get people to sit on here, yes. Blood Eagle Shadow Company in the building. How you doing this morning, Shadow? This is the War Eagles. Yeah, so this guy, uh, you know, when I was talking about the manufacturing and how easy it is to program the fans, right? And how the Brian Norman shit showed that because you had a fighter who, he knocked out a guy. And look, I think he got knockout of the year too. Right? He should have just stuck to the script and kept fucking with Top Rank because they was really manufacturing it. But they got a great offer to fight Devin Haney, and so be it, right? That's the game, right? If you know, you know, right? That's the game, right? Oh man, I gotta get a new what's the name for this though. But that's the game, y'all. If you know, you know, right? But let me get to KD. I'm gonna pull this up, right? I'm gonna pull this up. My bad. I'm gonna pull something up over here, right? Kevin Durantula, right? He's ice cold, man. I remember when I seen him play the first time. I was watching him in the warm ups. I was like, yo, this dude is different. Yo, to see a player that tall. Look, there goes the War Eagles. Here's KD right here. Look, ice cold KD. Look at him, y'all. Ice cold.
You know what I'm saying? A place that I didn't want to leave, and my first time being to sound. I don't want to sound too dramatic, but I will. To be kicked out of a place,
See, they made him the fall guy in Phoenix. Because he's a much older superstar. Um, they made him the fall guy, y'all. Which was fucked up. Which was fucked up. That was messed up, man. All right? That was messed up. But that's how this game is set up, man. That's how this game is set up. If you know, you know. Um, he was definitely the fall guy because they're not going to trade Devin Booker, right? He's much younger, so uh, they won't trade him, but they will trade KD, and that's what they did. They traded him. Um, they made him the fall guy. right? They made him the four guy, and then making him the four guy, he kind of had a chip on his shoulder because he heard what he said. He never, he never, you know, was kicked out of a spot like that, right? You heard his tone. I never been.
You know what I'm saying? And and felt like that, I've been scapegoated, you know what I'm saying, for the issues we had as a team last year. Yeah, it felt good to beat them and hit a game winning shot.
Mm,
But
ice cold.
that's all it is. It's not just for the moment, It's
For
something
the moment.
tomorrow I won't even think about. So it was a fun game. Like I said, of course, yeah, I felt you play.
Now back to KD, right? I watched this guy, y'all. Yo, this dude is the coldest, man. When I tell you, skill wise, I remember watching him in the warm ups and seeing how tall he was. I'm like, yo, this dude is like 7 feet with a hand. Like, yo, he can really like handle the ball, like handle the ball like a guard, right? Like he handles the ball like a guard, like to be that tall, like crossovers, changing direction. Yo, his game was just different. I'm watching him in the warm ups, man, because I was a ball player, so I watch dudes in the warm ups. I watch how they get loose, and then when the actual game started, this is my first time watching him, right? Then when the actual game started, it was against the Knicks. He was on OKC at the time. Yo, he was just lighting up. Yo, he was like a when you watch sports and different shit on TV, like I said, you gotta really be there. Cause when you're there, it's a different breakdown, right? I'm watching the Knicks bigs because they had bigs on them, and he was bringing them out on an island. Yeah, he was a style like you always hear in sports period, a matchup problem. Like in boxing, they say it, styles make fights, shit like that. Football, same thing. Yo, he's a matchup problem. Yo, this dude, like when they will put a big on him, right? Because he's 6'11", almost 7 feet. So they was having to put a big dude on him. Yeah, they couldn't do nothing with him because his mobility, changed the directions, crossing up. Yeah, he was just killing them. And then when they will put a smaller frame player on him, like a 6'6", 6'7", yo, he was backing him down into the dude was just I was watching the game from like a scouting standpoint. I was like, yo, this fucking dude is different. Just different, man. Yeah, he's a walking bucket. I seen him get when he got loose at the Rucker, which was crazy. But then that's the Rucker. Even though you got high level pro players over there that play overseas in different leagues. But in the NBA, because the NBA is considered the best. The dudes that sit on the bench that don't get in the game, they're buckets, right? So when you do that at the NBA level, right, the league, it just says something about your game, man. It just says something about your game. That's Kevin Durant, man. Shout out to the War Eagles, man. Though, you know, the War Eagles, we are in the building, man. We're in the building, right? I'm gonna give y'all a good hour this one. I got a half hour more to go, right? But that was my Kevin Durant. I wanted to cover that last night and maybe a little short. I know y'all like, man, that nigga, that game is over. Yeah, but I wanted to talk about that last night. I didn't talk about it, man. I did not talk about it, but I'm talking about it now. All right, let's get to the next topic real quick, right? Bear with me. I think when I go live at the spot, that's gonna be the Donald Trump joint. I'll do the Donald Trump at the library later. My first professional live will be on the Dawn Mega. We'll do Dawn Mega at the library in a little bit. So I'm not gonna um touch on no Donald Trump. Right. All right. My next topic is a boxing topic. I gotta throw Timothy Bradley under the bus this morning. Right now, um, I forget who sent this video to me, but Tim Bradley was going in on Shakur Stevenson, right? And like I said, I like Bradley, right? But I gotta be when I'm at the desk, I gotta be raw and uncut, man, right? So Tim Bradley, Tim Bradley, Desert Storm Bradley, right? Was talking about Shakur Stevenson. I'm gonna find the audio. I'm gonna play the audio. I'm not gonna play the video because it's not my video. Here it is, right here, y'all. We're gonna dissect this. We're gonna dissect this.
Trainings and you know, I remember when you went to one of Crawford's camp and you did one of his trainings and you know, a full camp and stuff, man, and one of his training programs and shit, man, got in the fight and you look like shit, man. You look like hell. That was that Nakatila fight, man. You was like, man, I done stuff I ain't never done before. All this stuff, man. You don't need all of that shit, man. You need to do what make you tick, man. I know this fight is big. I know you can add a little bit of something, but man, if you overworking yourself, man, and you ain't gonna be rested, man, if you ain't resting your hands, taking care of what you need to take care of. Oh shit, one more thing I gotta tell you, Shakur. Man, what you doing with them raps, man? Stop being cheap. Stop being cheap, man. I see you cutting off them damn raps and then just taping them back on, man. That's how you messing up your damn hands. You messing up your hands because it ain't tight. The shit ain't tight. You can't get it tight. You putting the glove on. That shit ain't tight. You should be getting your hands wrapped by a master professional hand wrapper every single day, bruh. You getting paid gravy. You getting paid gravy, dude. If you can't fly, I remember when you
All right, now that's Tim Bradley, right? Shout out to my peoples that brought that to my attention. First thing I want to say is Tim Bradley was in the dark, right? And the reason why he was in the dark because he knows what he was doing in that video. He's riding around, but he's in the dark, right? And the reason why he's in the dark is he's doing top ranked dark dirty work right there, right? Tim Bradley's the top ranked guy, man. Shakur Stevenson used to be a top ranked guy. He now is with Matchroom on a fight to fight basis, but he's not with top rank. Teofimo Lopez is with top rank. So what Timothy Bradley is doing is he is a masonry, right? For top rank, he is. It's like, what's that Snoop Dogg song? Death Row is the label that pays me. Top rank is the label that pays him. So he is going to point out some deficiencies with Shakur, right? That's why you hear him saying, oh, don't overtrain. Are you overtraining? Right? Then he's pointing out the hand wraps, right? But this is things that fighters do. If you notice, if a fighter likes how their hands was wrapped, that's what they do. But he's absolutely correct what he said about bring you somebody in and let them wrap your hands all the time. Might cost you a little bit of money, but you're fighting for money. And you got to protect your assets. Your hands are your assets. So I can't, say Tim Bradley was wrong in that aspect. But the aspect of him overtraining And when he trained with Crawford, he trains with Crawford a lot. If you notice, they spar. That's training. But as far as him training with Crawford for the Nagatili fight, and he overtrained. If he wasn't with the official team, Crawford, Bomac, and them, he did not train with them. He made it did a couple workouts or Crawford style workouts. But I see your angle though, Tim. You like I said in my thing. Um, you have mastered your YouTube character and you know how to stir the pot. That's what you're doing. That's what you did right here. You stirred the pot. And you stirred the pot for top rank. Because, like I said, Teofimo Lopez is a top rank guy, right? He's a top rank guy through and through. He's still with top rank. He says all that crazy shit about top rank, but he's with top rank. He didn't leave. Shakur Stevenson, on the other hand, left. He left. So there probably still is that beef, that resentment. If you know, you know. But like I said, the average Joe, no pun intended, shout out to my guy Joe Dini. But the average content creator, Joe, Crows especially, they don't know. They don't know. They're like the typical YouTube boxing content creator. They fall under categories. They're either whatever content creator they feel is like the man in their eyes, their word is law. So if you are somebody that fucks with the boxing voice, whatever Ness, their Gibbs pushes, you're gonna take that, right? If you are somebody that listens to shout out to Blue Blood, whatever Blue Blood pushes, you're gonna take that. That's your vitamin. That's your supplement. If it's Champ side you listen to, right? You're gonna take that. Notice I'm saying like hitters, like Blue Blood is definitely a hitter with the YouTube boxer. Champ side hitters. I'm saying the hitters. Now these other guys that think they're hitters, you notice I didn't say their name because man, they're crows, man. They're bottom feeders. They're not really nobody. The boxing voice. These guys are hitters, man. But majority of these other dudes that want you to think that nah, man, you niggas ain't. You don't move no needles, man. A lot of you niggas buy your streams, you buy your views, you buy your subs, because it shows. Like I was watching the guy last night, man. I was laughing. I was like, damn, he was just coming clean, right? He was coming clean. The illusion is starting to fade now. And I want to post so bad his shit. Like, nigga, we all go through shit. My life ain't perfect. Now you on here, you want people to feel sorry for your problems. Don't nobody feel sorry for your problems but you. You got to fix your problems. Tie your boots up and go get to it. But the illusion is over for a lot of these niggas. It's 2026. But this motherfucker has, yeah, I think he damn near got close to 100,000 subs. You know, it was about 10 people in the live stream. I'm like, come on, bro. That shit don't even look. And they always talked about me. Oh, you only got 5 people watching. You got 3 people watching. But I got organic numbers. But yeah, when I do make my way up there to 30,000, 20,000, watch how the War Eagle Council really start looking. Watch how it starts looking. See, these all these niggas that be going live and only be having a couple of 100 people in they shit. Nah, that's not the vibes, man. I'm telling you, that's not the vibe. You got to be like my nephew, I Show Speed. You got to be like Kai Sinat. You got to have a real Aiden Ross. Yeah, that's how you know that those guys got real followers, real supporters, real War Eagle Council. These niggas that be having 100,000 subs, 60,000 subs, 70,000 subs, and they go live, they only got a couple of 100 people. Their numbers ain't cracking. It ain't it, man. It's smoke and mirrors. Because when you got that many subs, right? Like, yo, shout out to Hassan Campbell. I was watching him last night. Yo, he almost had like 2,000 people in this shit. That's how your shit's supposed to be looking. If you really got them type of numbers, yo, you should have 1,000 people It should be a congregation in there listening to you putting it down. There should be a congregation listening to you put it down, right? But these guys don't be having that, man. They have a couple hundred people, right? And then when them bots, when y'all look, you got peep the shit, man. I always heard about the shit, but I seen it from my own eyes one time. I seen one of these dudes, they was killing it, right? They must have went over there, what's the name, right? Yeah, they went over their shit where their numbers short that really show. Yo, the nigga had like 5 or some chains, right? I'll never forget this shit. Yo, yeah, 5 or some chains. He was killing it. He was cooking. That's what they say in the boxing shit. Yo, cooking. Yeah, he was cooking. He went over his minutes. Yo, 5 or some chains went down to like 37 in a blink of an eye. I was like, yo, this motherfucker really got 37 people in here, man. There's no way. Yo, it can happen, but like, yo, not like that, man. Yo, it happens. It happened on my shit a couple times like that. Not that big of numbers, but man, people was in here and they just exited out. But yo, this motherfucker had over 500 some people in there. And in the blink of an eye like this, it was me and 37 others in there. I said, yo, this nigga boy, he buys views, man. Yo, he's buying the audience. So when you gotta do it like that, man, it's over for you, yo. It's over for you. Because in all actuality, there's an audience out there for you. You just gotta tap into it. You gotta tap into it, man. There's an audience out there for you. Yo, I'm smacking on this Flagle, man. I got me a Flagle. I like Flagles now. You know, the Flagles are the flat bagels. Right? I got me a Flagle with French toast cream cheese, y'all. French toast cream cheese. All right, I'm gonna give y'all one more topic. Ah, man, she looks terrible. She lives around the way, man. She's old. Yo, when these old salt and pepper, she's like 60. She got the crazy. She might be a grandmother now. Yo, she got the crazy weave ponytail. She got the crazy weave ponytail, man. That's not I guess that's the look for her era. That's not the look no more though, man. You know that hairstyle when you got the remember what's name had that in Boomerang, Grace Jones. What was her name? What's it? No, that's not Grace Jones. Damn, forgive me. Grace Jones was Conan the Barbarian. You know, the model. She had that was the look that all the black women ran with that shit. They wanted the horse ponytail. And I see she's rocking that. I can't play it because it's a song. But that was Tim Bradley. That was topic number 2. I think Tim Bradley's doing what he does. He's just running the play. But he is kind of trying to throw soft on Shakur a little bit with his hands and all that. I don't think Shakur's overtraining. By no means, I don't think so. To be honest, he's looked like he's having a fun camp. A lot of those guys are out there. It's like him and Keyshawn Davis, and I think his little cousin is fighting the week before. They're all in camp together. Well, so they probably got a huge Airbnb crib, right? They all probably there, right? They turning up, man. They are turning up. Now I know my boy CW was supposed to be pulling up, man. I wonder if he made it over there. Go check those guys out. Gotta check in with them. I definitely gotta check in with CW, man. Content though, y'all. We at the desk, we streaming. Mm. It's something about flagels now that I like the flagels, man. I like the flagels. Yeah, my man. I hope hopefully they the dudes tendonism. They probably coined that shit. Yo, everybody is doing that now. Everybody's doing that. Tendonism. They doing the shit where they shaking the shit off the bone. The NBA, well, I think it's TNT. Is it TNT? Right? Look, here I'll play it. Oh, this may be
This week
ESPN.
we have our
Here.
dino ribs. They usually run about a pound and a half a piece. We've got brisket, pulled pork. These are Berkshire pork ribs that we get from California growers. Then we've got
This is
our
the Golden State Warriors, y'all.
Parker House rolls, coleslaw, vaquero
But
beans.
this,
mac and cheese,
this isn't
our sweet barbecue sauce.
this isn't the
Carolina Gold
Destination
Edition,
Smokehouse guy.
Inspiration. That is.
But everybody's running with their shit now.
So it's our way of doing it without the brown sugar, and then our house made pickles. So
you guys are
a little bit of everything.
You guys
Alright,
are
I'm a
sports
Carolina
bar,
girl, so
Yes.
barbecue spot. You
Yes.
guys are a brewery or liquor?
Distillery. So,
I'll let you talk while we,
located on San Pablo Avenue at University. We've been there for about a year and a half. I came up in kitchens, and I've been doing restaurants from fine dining to hamburger restaurants, and this is sort of one of my favorite things that I've ever done. Yeah, Tex-Mex to the core. Look at that.
Yo, tendonism.
See?
Tendonism.
Tendonism, see?
Is to eat all this without.
Yeah, my man started that. The old black dude, man. Everybody's doing that shit now. Hopefully they coined that shit, man. He started the Destination Smokehouse, man. Tendonism. Remember what what did he call them? Black diamonds, right? The oxtails. That shit took off, man. Black diamonds, I think he called them. He called them something black. And he would shake the oxtails. And them shits would fall right off the bone. But now all the barbecue spots and different digital creators are using that shit, yeah. They're using that, man. Let me put this up before I lose these IDs, man. I had to show man. That's a good safety mechanism though. I had to show my ID, man, to get my order. Right? That's the reason why I really stayed home too. I had to be here to sign for this order. Right? That's good though, because packages and shit be getting stolen, man. It's fucked up, man. Motherfuckers really be stealing packages and stuff, man. We are in there. Eight more minutes. I'm closing out, man. I'll be live in a little bit more. Sometime this afternoon. It's gonna be the Trump hour. We're gonna get on our Trump talk. Salute to, like I said, the War Council. War. See if I could catch me something real quick, man. Catch me a couple dollars real quick, man. Now that I got my delivery. I want to see. Yeah, they always talk about something on these things, right? Let me look at something. Bink, 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 bink. See, yeah, hold on. Hold up. Hold the door. Where's the camera? I don't see the camera, man. Oh, there we go. Here goes the camera. Okay, let's see what they talking about. All right. I definitely see it, man. But oh, 5 more minutes, man. 5 more minutes and we close it up, man. Shout out to everybody that popped in here. All right, let me see something. Oh man.
Nice. There you go. See the high knees. Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
Okay. This is fire right here, man. Look, let me see how this is sounding. Oh yeah, this is fire, y'all. This is alright, man. This is alright. I got my hour in this morning, y'all. So with that being said, this is the morning reaction. KD, little Tim Bradley, gave you a little bit of boxing. But when I come back on to do my first, this will be my first official joint for the 2026. We're going live. Yeah, we're going live at the spot, and it's gonna be on Donald Trump, man. It'll be a Donald Trump live. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. You know? A source experience, man. Source experience. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the source this morning. You know, you do have options. We'll be back on a little bit, man. I want to go make a couple deliveries now. I got my delivery. Now I'm ready to go do some deliveries. And make me a couple dollars, man. You know? Happy hump day, though, y'all. Happy hump day. How is the content looking now, man? And shout out to all the War Eagles, man. The Shanewz Boxing War Eagles, Shanewz Boxing Management War Eagles, Shanewz Media War Eagles. It's always us and never them.
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, IBL Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.